Hello, my name is Bunton Cole. I'm a qualified teacher of functional skills mathematics and information technology with over 20 years of experience. This is the first of my series of visual functional skills maths video lessons that will provide an opportunity for parents to enjoy working and learning maths with their children. The series is also aimed at secondary school Key Stage 3 and Key Stage 4 learners, further education college learners, and adults who would love to improve their skills in mathematics. My video will provide you with the opportunity to learn maths from the privacy of your home. In today's lesson, I'll take you back to basics with section 1 of the entry level 3, which is understanding numbers. We'll first of all look at some key words in maths because so often we use words, we have a vague idea of what they mean, but we really do not look deeply or try to find out what they actually mean. And in maths, keywords are important. The keywords for today are mathematics, numbers, digits, and values. So what do they mean? What is mathematics? What is the language of maths? What are numbers? What are numbers made up of? We'll look at the definitions in detail now. Mathematics is the abstract science of number, quantity, and space, either as pure mathematics or as applied to other disciplines such as physics, engineering, and your everyday life. We will leave the abstract aspect of it and just focus on what we can do with maths in everyday life. The language of mathematics is an extension of the natural language you speak. For example, in English, in whatever language you speak, I am a Creole and I do maths in my language. I communicate maths in my language. People communicate maths in French. So it's a natural language that is used in mathematics and in science for expressing results. Numbers are made up of digits that are used in maths calculations to get results. Let's look at more details. In this lesson, you will understand the meaning of maths, numbers, and digits. You will learn the value of number digits. You will learn how to compare numbers. You will learn how to add and subtract numbers to get results. And you will round up numbers to the nearest 10 or the nearest 100. What are digits? All numbers are made up of digits. A digit is a single character from any of the following: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. Example: 341, 34, 421, 584. On their own, we just take it for granted that we know them, but what really do they mean? One-digit numbers are made up of units. Example: 4 is equal 4 units. A two-digit number is made up of tens and units. For example, 34 is 3 tenths and 4 units. And a three-digit number is made up of hundreds, tenths, and units. Example: 341 is equal to 3 hundreds, 4 tenths, and 1 unit. Let's look at this number 333, made up of 3 threes. What are the values of those digits in that number? The answer, you have 3 hundredths, you have 3 tenths, and you have 3 units. Written, some of you are as old as I am will remember when you started learning about numbers, you have 3 headings, H, T, and U, hundredths, tenths, and units, which we put on that square rules exercise book we used to use in those days. So, the 333, you have 1 3 under the H, the hundred, 1 3 under the T, the tens, and 1 3 under the unit. But what are their values? Let's look at the next line. 3 times 100 is equal to 300, that is under the H. 3 times 10 is equal to 30, that is under the T. 3 times 1 is equal to 3, that is the 3 under the unit, under the U. The total, you add them together, you have 333. Written in words, they are 333. Although the number is made up of 3's, the value of each digit is different because of their position. What is the value of 425? Answer, 4 hundredths, 2 tenths, 5 units. Broken down as 4 times 100, 2 times 10, and 5 times 1. And written in words as 425. You cannot say 420 and 5. It doesn't sound right. So with numbers and with digits, we can compare numbers. For example, let's look at the facts. In real life, you always compare things to find the best or the worst, to find the largest or the smallest, the tallest or the shortest. You compare numbers to find lowest or highest number or to arrange them in order. The digits of the numbers are used to find the lowest and the highest number and to arrange them in order. Let's find the lowest number from the following. How do we do it? First, we find the number with the fewest digits. From these, the number with the lowest first digit from the left is the lowest number. Let's compare them. You have 184, 52, 329, 89, 552, and 63. The number with the fewest digits are 52, 89, and 63 with only 2 digits. Of these, the number with the lowest first digit is 52 because it's got a 5 compared to 8 or 9. So 52 has the lowest first digit. The first digit of the numbers 8 and 6 are higher. Therefore, 52 is the lowest number. Let's look further. This time, let's find the highest number. The same principle applies. First, the number with the most digits among the rest. From these, the number with the highest first digit is the highest number. So we have 184, 52, 329, 89, 552, and 63. The numbers with the most digits are 182, 329, and 552, all with 3 digits. Of the 3 numbers, 552 has the highest first digit, which is 5. The other 3-digit numbers have first digits as 1 and 3 respectively. So 552 is the highest number among that lot. Let's look at a real-life problem. 5 friends went on a weekend in Liverpool to celebrate their end of year together. As they were all unemployed, they decided to combine their savings for the night out as follows. Aaron has £450, Jack has £225, Linda has £89, Marie has £98, and Chego has £361. Who contributed the highest sum of money? who contributed the lowest sum. Those are the questions you have to answer, A and B. Find the highest, find the lowest. And the solution for question A, large numbers with 3 digits are 450, 225, and 361. The largest digit from the start is 4. That is the largest digit on the left. So the largest contribution is 450 by Aaron. B, this time we want to find the lowest. So what do we take? We take the 2-digit number because there's less than the 3-digit number. And these are 89 and 98. The lowest digit from the start is 8. So the lowest contribution is £89 by Linda. Please note, if the lowest or highest digit from the start are the same, then compare the next 2 digits. It sounds obvious, but sometimes we can easily forget things like that. We can also put numbers in order following the same principles. The only thing is we have to separate them by their number of digits. The 3 digits to one side, the 2 digits to one side, and then you start ordering them. Sort the numbers into 2 groups with the same number of digits. And secondly, put the numbers in each group in order by looking at the first digit. And then thirdly, if the digits are the same, move on to the second digit, then the third. Let's look at this example. Mike has 6 screws of different lengths: 109 millimeters, 9 millimeters, 38 millimeters, 64 millimeters, 125 millimeters, and 32 millimeters. Put the screws in order of length from the largest to the smallest. You'll find out that in real life, if you go into hardware stores or building material stores, the screws are all sorted in different orders in their packets, so it's easier for us customers to get what we want. So this is why you start to learn how to organize things like that. The solution: groups of screws by their lengths, number of digits. 3 digits is 109 millimeters, 125 millimeters. The 2-digit numbers are 38 millimeters, 64 millimeters, and 32 millimeters. And then the 1-digit screws are 9 millimeters. So you then order the screws by their number of digits. In the 3 digits, you have the first 125 and then followed by 109. That is in their sizes. And then in the 2 digits, you have 64 millimeters followed by 38 millimeters and then 32 millimeters. In the 1-digit section, obviously, it's 9 because there's only 1. So the answer, the screws ordered from the largest to the smallest size are as follows: 125 millimeters, 109 millimeters, 64 millimeters, 38 millimeters, 32 millimeters, and 9 millimeters. Here are some practice questions to look at. Put the following numbers in order from smallest to largest: 26, 27, 4, 7, 129, 37, 136. Question 2. The following shows how much money each of the customers has in their bank accounts. Sarah, £24. Heather, £473. Rena, £254. Katie, £54, and Jane, £5. Make a list of the customers from the person with the highest balance to the person with the lowest balance in their accounts. How do we do that? We follow the same principle. When you're doing this, forget about the pound sign, just organize them and then you can add the pound sign at the end. So the answer to question 1 is 4, 7, 26, 27, 37, 129, and then 136. The second question on the bank balances are Heather, Rena, Katie, Sarah, and Jane. Note that the question is who has the highest, and the next, and the next, and the next, and the lowest. So that's our lesson. But before we go, I will always be summarizing what we've learned or what I've taught you. And what I'd expect from you is to make a list of what you've learned from the lesson so that we can compare and you will get more out of the lesson. So, in this lesson, we've learned that maths is any language you speak. Numbers are made up of digits, and the number of digits add meaning and value to numbers. Digits enable us to find the highest and lowest numbers in groups. Digits also enable us to put a collection of numbers in order from highest to lowest, or from lowest to highest. I have to say congratulations because we've just completed our first lesson in the series of Functional Skills Mathematics at Entry 3 level. We have just another 15 to go, but it'll be over before you know it. I'll be giving you your lessons on a weekly basis, and you'll be expected to make sure you've covered it. Again, do the questions you're given first before you look at the answers. Once that's done, then you'll be ready for the next lesson. Until then, I'll see you next week, and take care of yourselves. Thank you.